Hey, Jesse.
How are you?
Good time here. I'm all right. I'm hanging in there, I guess.
Good, buddy.
Hey, so I started listening to you probably 3 or 4 months ago, and I really like your show, what you guys do. I just wanted to let you know I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You've done a lot to help me, and been trying to do the silent prayer pretty regularly, and really trying to live my best life here. But I need some input. I'm kind of at a brick wall here. My wife, she's not so much of a believer as I am. I don't feel like. We kind of butt heads on some issues, but long story short, I feel like she doesn't really support me, and she tends to give me a hard time. I'm out here trying to start my own business, and it's not easy. I'm sure you know when you're your own boss, because you can't just take sick days or come up short just because you feel like it.
Yeah.
You really got to get it done. And so I'm not always home, and I try to balance that, but I feel like she's really been putting a lot of pressure on me to just give up on my career, and I'm not sure how to handle that.
And so what's your question for me?
I don't know what to do. I'm not sure whether I should just completely ignore her. I know she's my other half, but at the same time, I have sights on a bigger picture that I think it's hard for her to grasp sometimes. It causes a lot of problems.
Like what, for example?
Resentment is a big one, I think, for her.
Yeah. How old are you, Scott?
I'm 33.
You have children with this woman?
We got one on the way.
Amazing. And how long you been married?
We're working on the third year here.
And what made you marry her?
Lust.
Uh-huh. Now you're getting what you deserve.
I know it. I know, and I'm very aware of that. I just can't help but feel like, if I really put my heart into it, she may see from my example that, life isn't always what you want it to be. But in the end, if you work hard for what you want, it'll get better.
Yeah, absolutely. So here's my best advice. Do what you want. Number one, never, ever, 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 ever try to please her. You cannot please a woman. The more you try, they'll end up killing you.
Yeah. I think that's probably the biggest. I've been fighting it. I do this thing where I'll work hard for 6 months, and then she just can't take it no more, and I really feel bad because I feel like I'm neglecting her, so I do what I can to try to make her happy.
No, you're not neglecting her. You're doing what you're supposed to do. She want to control you. Her ego is dying because when she first met you, by having sex with you, she was able to control you. And now she cannot control you. So when she say, "Oh, you don't love me, you don't cater to my emotions, you don't care how I feel," what she's saying is, you're not letting me control you. You're always at work. How am I going to control you when you're at work? That's what she's saying. Her ego is in the way, and she will destroy you before she does the right thing. Do not cater to her ego.
Okay.
You gotta be right. You gotta be right and do right. You gotta love God with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else or nobody else, and love your neighbor as yourself, and you'll be fine. But if you cater to this woman, she will destroy you, your child, and everybody else that gets in the way.
Yeah. So, all right. So let's say we just keep on trucking here, and the child gets to be where I can see her concern about me, missing the first steps and the first word.
That's dumb. You don't need to see no first step and first word. That's dumb. That's why you have her.
I feel that way too.
That's why
I feel
you
like
have.
It's hard to. it's kind of hard for me to communicate that to her without absolutely breaking her heart. And then
no, you're not breaking her heart, Scott. She wants to control you. All the tears and carry on is about control. Women don't have love. They only have the desire to control. Don't fall for it. It ain't about no first step. It ain't about no first words. All that is dumb emotional crap. She wants control over you. That's all it's about. Her ego feel empty because she doesn't have control over you. You're at work.
Yeah.
That's why you marry her, to be there to watch over your children for you. You don't need to be hearing no first step, first word. When you hear the words, that'll be the first word you heard. That's fine. It's not about that, man.
I feel the same way. I try to. I guess I feel like I'm trying to do what I need to do, but also keep her somewhat around. I don't know.
Around? What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I feel like we are kind of good for each other.
In what way?
But, I don't know. And she got me on the spot here. It's been like almost the last year or two, we just brought the worst out of each other. I haven't always been the best, so I haven't been the best husband in the world, so I guess
what do you mean?
Feel guilty. But, I cheated on her when within the first, say, year and a half.
After you married her?
Yeah.
But if you don't get over this anger, you're going to cheat again because she's going to drive you to do that. And you're going to look for another mama to make you feel good, and you're going to end up in the same situation.
I think I'd rather just be alone.
That's right. Did you go and forgive your mother?
I did. I forgave my father, and my mother, I told her, I not in person, but I did speak to her about it. I haven't actually done it face to face.
Why not?
Well, they live in Texas.
Oh, okay.
I'm all the way up here. It's kind of hard, but I talk to them every day almost.
Why?
Both my parents. Well, just because they care about me and they see what I'm going through.
They don't care about you. They don't care about you. If they care about you, they don't need to talk to you every day. What the?
Well, I mean, it's more along the lines of just.
Do you tell your mother your problems that you're dealing with this woman?
Not a lot.
Don't tell her anything.
Well, what about? I talked to my dad a little bit more about.
That's fine.
Kind of went. Okay.
And so how were you able to? Does your father live in Texas too?
Yeah.
So how were you able to forgive him but not your mother?
Well, I guess I don't really feel like I guess the biggest problem with my mom is I don't really feel like I have to forgive. She was always pretty good. They were very godly people, and they were always.
Those are the worst ones.
I know, right?
Look, you do have to forgive your mother. That's why you ended up married, Mama. And that's why you're going through with your wife what your father went through is going through with your mother.
I know you're right.
So why?
I listen to your show all the time. I hear the same thing, and I know I need to. I guess I can't do it if I don't. It's fine. It's hard for me to find the words because I don't even know what I'm forgiving her for.
That's why you need to get to know yourself. So once you know yourself, you see why you need to forgive her.
Okay.
Did you? So was she perfect in raising you? She made no mistakes at all?
Oh, not at all. She was no way. I mean, the only thing that I can think of was she always tried to tell me that she's never lied before, which is a lie.
What's that noise?
I'm barking here.
Oh, she always told you she never lied, and you knew she was lying?
Yep.
Why would she tell
I'm
you?
pretty new to all this, so I'm an open book. I'm listening.
Why would she tell you that? That she never lied. You knew she was lying.
I honestly couldn't tell you that. I don't know why she would try to do that just to make herself look good. And then, as I think about it, she did kind of turn us against our father when we were younger because she was kind of the same way. Honestly, now that I hear myself say it, I think I'm repeating history a little bit.
100%.
So I guess my question is,
well, so why are you saying your mother, you didn't have anything to forgive your mother for? You just.
I just said it.
Right.
What the?
What the?
Yeah. So I guess my question, I know it. I'm working on it. I just wanted to say thanks for what you guys do. If it wasn't for you guys, I don't know where I'd be right now. I would have gave up a long time ago. We'd be doing the same thing. But
yeah.
I've vowed and declared that from, with this child coming, something's got to give. We can't keep fighting like this and carrying on. There's just no peace.
Well, it's going to take her about 50 years to come around, and then you'll die.
Right.
So listen, you got to, in order to deal with your wife in a perfect way, you got to overcome the female. The woman is your God. And until you forgive your mother and return to your father, all women are your God. Your mother set you up to repeat exactly what she and your father going through, right? But you forgive her and don't ask for forgiveness. Don't apologize for anything you have done because you could not help yourself. She created you and recreated you in her image. And so just say, hey, I'm sorry for resenting you, for trying to turn me away from my father, for telling me you never lied when I knew you were a liar, and I resent you for that. I realize now you couldn't help it. And don't ask for forgiveness. If she apologizes, fine. If she start crying, fine. If she fall out and die, fine. You forgive her, and God will forgive you. Then you will start to see how to deal with this woman, your wife, in the right way, because she's going to drag you down if you don't overcome the woman being your God.
Okay.
But you got to forgive your mother, man. You got to, Scott, if you want to survive at all. Because this woman you're with, she's going to threaten to take your child now, and she's going to destroy your child anyway unless you overcome that anger. But she's going to threaten to take your child. Whatever is important to you, that's what she would use against you to try to hurt you.
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt that one bit. Well, I'll get on that.
Even at the risk of losing her, you got to love what's right more than anybody, anything else. Otherwise, you're going to lose out, man. You got to love God with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nothing else or nobody else, right? And then love your neighbor as yourself. And when you love God, and you will once you forgive your mother, God will bring you back to him, to your original state of being, and you will love him, and you will have no fear, no doubt. He will make you he will cause you to be in the world, but not controlled by the world.
Okay. That sounds very promising.
That's
what I need. So.
Yeah, and it's God who's allowing you to see that. The only reason you see where we're coming from is because God is allowing you to see that. So he's drawing you back in, and he allowed those who seek him to find him. And that's what's happening right now. So you're fortunate, you're blessed to have that happening. But you must forgive so that he can forgive you and take that evil spirit away from you, which is of your mother, which is of Satan, right? And he will draw you all the way into the kingdom, and then you can live.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to call her up.
Are you able to FaceTime with her?
Yeah, actually I can.
Well, do the FaceTime so you can look at her. That way when you forgive her, you'll get your courage back as well.
Okay. I'm going to do that, and I'll call you back.
Yeah, let me know how it goes. Are you doing the silent prayer?
I have been doing everything I can to try to do it at least twice a day.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
Yes.
Every day?
Yes, at least once a day.
Morning and night?
Yes, I try to do it every morning.
When you say you try, it sounds like you're not doing it.
Well, there's been some times in the last couple of days where I just felt like I needed to go to sleep and I wasn't focused. And like you were talking about the other day on the radio where you had to get up at 2 a.m., I find myself in that situation pretty often.
Why do
I
you
know that it's important.
Yeah.
I know it's important.
Why do you have to get up at 2 a.m. pretty often?
Well, I'm in a pretty demanding job. I deliver food.
Okay, I understand that.
My schedule changes a lot.
I got you. Don't put anything before God. He should be your God if you keep him first, right? And then everything else will start to work out for you. He'll lay out he has a plan that is greater than yours, and whatever you're doing, he will make it easy for you. It will happen in an easy way.
Okay.
But you got to keep him first. So even if you can only do it for a few minutes, that's better than nothing. Do the silent prayer. Don't focus. Just observe. And I'm telling you, Scott, your life will start to unfold in ways that it will absolutely blow your mind. You will see that God loves you.
Yeah. I don't doubt that one bit. He loves me enough to hurt my feelings, too. So that's the truth. I grew up, we grew up going to church, and we were Mennonites, actually. And
you was what?
A Mennonite. It's kind of like Amish, but you have cars.
Oh, okay.
No radio, no TV.
Amazing. This woman you're married to is a Mennonite as well?
Oh, no. I saw, that's what I was getting at, though, was, they actually believe a lot of the things that you're saying, which is kind of strange, but they're not on the same page at all as far as how forgiveness works and, how to love your neighbor. Like, they shun people. Like, if you screw up at the church, you're out, you're done. Your family disowns you type deal. So,
amazing.
I saw that happen, so I got a bad taste in my mouth, and I've been in a fallen state ever since then, and desperately trying to find a means to an end. And I think, with you, I just want to let you guys know that you're a light in a dark world for a lot of people, and I think you guys need to hear that from time to time.
Well, thank you. And we need the light in the world. That's why man exists, is to be the light of the world and the salt of the earth. When the light goes out of the man, then it goes out in the world. It doesn't exist anymore, only darkness. And that's why we have so much darkness in the world today, because they try to destroy the image of God, which are men.
I agree 100%. Scary times we're living in. We need more people to think less like a beta, for sure. If we don't find a way to change that, I think one thing that you've kind of motivated me to do is, and I've seen this and I see it in all these Christians, is that people say they're Christians, but what are they doing to fight that spiritual battle?
That's right.
So I'm with you guys. I listen all the time.
Thank you, Scott. What Christians don't realize, because they have not overcome mama and returned to the Father, they don't know the great power that they have, which comes from God. Because love will conquer all. Hate will destroy all. Anger will destroy all. But love builds up. And so we got to come back. We got to bring Christianity back. We got to bring love back into the world. Scott, let me know how it goes.
Yes, sir. I'm going to do everything I can to help you with that.
All right, buddy.
I thank you.
All right, call me again.
Awesome. All right, will do.
And don't try to please your wife at all. You just be right and do right. And if she have a fit, let her have a fit. Do not give her control over you.
Yeah.
Because
I'm going to do what I can.
If you do, she's going to end up destroying you anyway. But once you forgive your mother, you'll see how to deal with her as well. It'll become clear.
I'm going to do that today, Jesse.
All right. Let me know how it goes, all right?
Yes, sir.
I wish you well, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay.
You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Amazing. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.